Hi, it's Butterfly. How are you? So just a quickie update. Today is the 7th of July, 2019, and I am still running my Make My Own Deck kind of contest. So right now we're at the Make My Own Deck 400. That's what it's called. If you do hashtag with that, Make My Own Deck 400, you'll be able to see the video that kind of goes with that. To have sort of the prompts, the information about the contest itself, you can go back to the original one, which was hashtag Make My Own Deck 250, where I was aiming for 250 subscribers. When I do the draw, was 250 subscribers. Let's see. So the same stuff kind of applies. Now, I have a little bit of a conundrum, a little bit of a problem, and that is with the winnings. For the past 2 months now, I've been trying to work through some winnings, like some transactions, financial transactions. I don't know exactly why it's not working. I had said as part of the winnings, you have to have an email where I can send to you the funds, the Canadian funds, $25. There was somebody who won. That was not working. So it's not happening. And that's a problem. So we then tried with PayPal, and that doesn't seem to be working. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to resolve that for contest number one. As an alternative for this and future contests, I think what I'll do is I'll offer a tarot card reading. And that can either be sent privately by video on email, or I can put a number of tarot card readings on my channel and put the recipient's name as like a code word. Like I would put, mushroom star or something like that, or whatever. I would give you a word, and that would be your sort of your winnings would go under that code word or that name. So the recipient is blah blah blah, and I'll just put up a made up name, so that way it can be kept anonymous. As an alternative too, if you don't mind having your name sort of your reading kind of said out loud on video, we can do it that way too. So privately or anonymous name, like a made up name, or up front for everybody to see. Either way is fine with me, but I think the alternative sort of winnings will be a tarot card reading by video in one way or another. That way I am sure to not have this sort of problem with technology. I think the problem has to do with Canadian funds. I don't know what the problem is. All I know is that I send out money and it doesn't get kind of taken. So I don't know how to fix things. I'm sorry. It's just a contest on a lowly little channel. And the intentions were good. But so right now I'm at 376 subscribers. And I will be doing the draw after 400 subscribers, which means that I am changing the winnings. The winnings are not going to be $25 Canadian. So the ones who have entered, you need to know that, because it's an issue. It's an issue. It's an actual problem. And I am not technically savvy enough to be able to fix the problem. So what I can do for the winnings, if you want to stay in the competition or in the contest, it's a fun contest where basically the winning is learning and participating, and putting your stuff on online. So winning a $25 Canadian for me is not going to be the thing that makes or breaks your life. So I'm hoping that that's okay. I'm hoping that that a tarot card reading will be acceptable for this second draw and also for subsequent draws. So unless I come up with something completely different, that's a different sort of innovative winnings that I can do in the future, what I'm going to do right now for this second contest at 400, I will probably wait for the weekend to happen, because that's where I have more time to sort of do the draw. And so keep your eye open for when I get to 400 subscribers, and that's when I'll do the draw. If you have not yet entered the draw, please do so. Basically, the way to do it is not to send me information by email for the draw. Basically, your entry is a video entry showing that you've done numbers 2 to 10 inclusive in the suit of cup, water, hearts, love, emotion, whatever. That in that suit of cups, numbers 2 to 10 is this draw. And you explain what your card meanings are for your particular deck. You show the images that you've designed. And if you're not doing a tarot deck, if you're doing some kind of an alternative oracle deck, then you count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 9 cards that you would include in your video entry. Now, 9 cards of your oracle. It doesn't, when it's an oracle deck, you have your own system. So as long as there's 9 cards that you're showing, and you're showing your artwork, and you're showing, you're explaining the meanings of the card. So when you would draw this particular card that you're created, what would you tell the querent? How would you read that card, right? So that's what I'm looking for. I hope this video finds you well. I hope nobody's bent out of shape by the changing of the winnings. This is a grassroots channel, and technology is just a fun thing, isn't it? So I want to keep it fair and fun and lighthearted for everyone. I do hope you do enter the contest, because when we do enter, there's just something about learning the tarot, learning card meanings. When you apply yourself to writing things out, or painting or drawing, or applying yourself to really kind of thinking about the meanings of the cards as what they mean to you, how you're interpreting them, and you're putting them down on paper, there's just something that kind of crystallizes your learning process about what tarot is. So that's what I really want to encourage. That's what I really want to encourage, is to deepen your relationship with the tarot and the meanings of the cards. That's kind of like the winnings for me and for all of us, that we can learn from each other. So anyways, I hope that this video finds you well, and that you're having a really great summer. It's warm here, it's the weekend, and I'm feeling quite relaxed with my cup of tea. And this cup of tea is actually a really special one. I wonder if I'll just take a minute to kind of explain to you. Last week, we have a lovely, beautiful, wonderful neighbor, and it just so happens that she was playing music quite loud, and my daughter's bedroom is close by that part of the house where she could hear the loud music. So she comes into my room at like 1:45 in the morning on I don't remember if it was last Friday or Saturday night. Anyways, it was Canada Day. That's what it was. It was Canada Day. It was after the fireworks. It was the first. Anyway, so that's what it was. And she comes into my room and says, "Mommy, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. The music out there is playing too loud." So I went over and I investigated, and I went down outside the door, and I leaned over the fence and like, "Hey, hello, my daughter's trying to sleep." And, "Oh, sorry, she's a bit too loud." So the next morning, I look in my mailbox and I found this. And a little note that said, "Sorry for being inconsiderate with the music last night." And then she wrote her name, and I'm like, "Oh, that's so sweet." It made all the boo-boo go away. And it smells just, it just smells divine. It really does. It's, it makes me kind of wish that it was Canada Day and people played loud music a lot more often. Festive Spiced Cookie, Gingerbread Festive Spiced Cookie Tea by, it's a Rooibos tea, and it's David's tea. So Yeah, it is lovely. Highly recommend it. So, have a great day.